Welcome to Momentum Monday. I'm Dana Middleton. Glad you're here today. We are talking and tapping today about that intersection of commerce and cash. No, commerce and art and creativity, which is commerce is the cash and the creativity is over here. And when we put them together and when they meet up, sometimes it can wreak havoc. And I've experienced some of that havoc personally, and I'd like to share with about that. And I'd love for you to share with me what's going on with you and how it feels. I'm reading Liz Gilbert's Big Magic again. If you haven't read that yet, I highly recommend it. If you haven't read it for a few years, I recommend going back to it. And it was funny, I'd already planned this Momentum Monday, but then I was reading last night and it was all about this subject, what she was talking about, and this idea of when we put that need on our creativity and that pressure to make money, how it can really take us into some dark places for a number of reasons. But one of the main ones, the one that I felt most acutely, is when I do that, it seems to kind of turn off the spigot to my creativity. And then, money might be an issue, but I'll tell you a much bigger issue is losing that engagement with your creativity. I mean, that is sad and devastating, and really something that needs the most attention, because as an artist, as a creative person, that connection is really the most important thing. And she talks about, not relying on your creative career for all of your money, unless it just easily comes that way. And she had a day job up until Eat, Pray, Love, after she'd had several books before then, because she didn't want to put that pressure on her creativity. And you probably felt it before, either that need that you've got to book something or you've got to sell something, and then that takes over. And then you don't even want to get to the thing. You don't even want to get to the rehearsal or get to the writing or whatever it is, because it just doesn't feel fun anymore. And creativity at its base is about playing and having fun and being who you want to be and making what you want to make. It's this beautiful, I think, connection and dance with the universe. And then when we make it be something, we do something to it, we lose that connection, and that's no fun. So listen, I want you to make all the money, have all the money in the world, and I want your creativity to bring it all. But if it's a little bit gunky there, it's okay if you make money another way, or if you supplement in another way. It doesn't mean you're not a professional artist just because you're not making all of your money through your creativity. I mean, it's fine. You're an artist, you're a creative person, you're whatever you are, you're a maker, and that's enough. We live in the society that tells us all the time that it's only valuable unless somebody else pays us for it. And boy, that's done a number on us. So if that's done a number on you, it's certainly done a number on me. Let's do some tapping today to just kind of open this up and to remind ourselves what we're here for, and to maybe not take score too early, and to kind of give ourselves a break, especially when it comes to money. And one of the things I want to do in this tap is not only like giving ourselves permission to reconnect with our creativity in a really amazing way, let go of some of the pressure around the money, but also know that you can allow money from so many sources, so many easy sources. It doesn't have to come through your creations, your art, your creativity. I mean, again, I hope it does. And I think it has a much bigger chance of coming that way if the pressure's not there. It's such a contradiction, all of this. I want to make money from my art, but I gotta let go. I gotta hold it with a light touch. I can't push it. I've got to just be with it. And that is also a very high vibrational thing to do, which the world will at some point see. Okay, so if this is resonating for you, let me know. And where is it resonating in your body? Like, is it in your heart, in your stomach, in your throat? What does your family think about being a creative person and making money? What do you think? Is it going to be a perpetual struggle, or is it kind of a sacred space from which abundance can flow? That's really, you know where you stand on this. So let's do this together and make it your own. And we're going to start on the karate chop point today. If you haven't tapped before, we're just tapping on meridian points, saying the ugly, ugly sometimes, and that's okay when we're tapping because we're actually releasing that kind of negative energy from our energy system. And then we're going to put in some fun stuff too during this tap. So you should feel better afterwards. So give it a try with me. Take a breath and just repeat after me. Even though I need my creativity to make money, I love and accept myself, and it's okay. Even though I really feel like I need my creativity to make money, like that's when I'll know I've really arrived. And it's not happening like I think it should yet. I'm willing to have lots of compassion for myself. Even though I want it like this right now, what if I could have a lighter touch and just let my creativity flow? So take another breath. You might need to take a breath as we go, and that's okay. We're moving energy. So let's go to the eyebrow point. Just repeat after me. Wow, I need to make some money. I need for my creativity to make money. One, because I think that makes me a legitimate artist. If I'm being paid, if I'm successful. And the other thing is that I don't want this day job anymore. I am really sick of it. I've been doing it for too long and I feel done. So I really want my creativity to bring me money now. And when it's not, I just don't feel successful. Maybe I feel like I'm pretending. Maybe I think others won't see me as the real thing. Or they may not think I'm talented enough. Or even have a right to be here. All this pressure for the money to come through my art. All this pressure I feel in my body. All this pressure that's been shutting me down. What if I could change? And really get back in touch with my why. Sure, I wanted to do this to make money, but I could have done anything to make money. If this were just about money, I could have been a banker or something like that. But I didn't want to be a banker or something like that. I wanted to be creative because I am deeply creative. And a creative life has meaning for me. But when I let commerce get in the way, it gets muddy. I feel the mud of it. So what if I could just let that go a little bit? Open to easy money, but from lots of sources. Money can come from anywhere, from expected and unexpected places. It doesn't have to be hard to support myself and my art. I can release the need for the struggle energy and decide that I'm enough where I am as I am. I love being an artist and I love having abundance. Moms. Of that, guys. I love having abundance. That's my mom calling, so she does too. And I'm willing to take the pressure off my art to get there because I really, really want to enjoy my creativity again. Okay, take a breath. I think that's funny that my mother, I had my phone on call right in the middle because she is really a naturally easy, abundant person and creative person. And I look at her and I think, "Oh, yeah, she has a lot of flow. She's very easy about these things in a way that her daughter is sometimes not." So, I have to remind myself as I do this with you guys, you know, I mean, one of the reasons I'm a coach, right? It's good to I love being a coach, first of all, but, not everything has to be about my writing. Not all the money I make or receive has to be all about my writing. When it gets like that, and when I feel a lot of pressure to sell, then, to be on track, to be sure that I'm not falling behind, all those reasons, right? To yeah, to prove I'm still a writer. It gets complicated, and then you gotta go back to square one and be like, "Wait a minute, where's the fun?" Because when the creativity doesn't isn't fun anymore, then how are we gonna make money from it anyway? Because if we're not having fun, nobody's gonna have fun watching us or reading us or whatever else it is. So it's important for every aspect of your creativity, even the financial one, to go back to those basics and let your creativity bubble up again. Okay. Let me know how that feels. Let me know if that resonates and how you're planning to get back to the basics. I actually have started doing the artist way again. That's something maybe we should talk about sometimes, doing the morning pages and the weekly artist date. And I think that's useful. Whatever it is for you that can get you back in touch, pay attention to that. Maybe give it a few minutes a day to find your way back to that connection, that engagement with your creativity, because that is the baseline. And once you have that really solid and you're protecting that, you're not making it be something, you're not putting pressure on it. You're protecting that place inside that is your creativity. Oh, then you can relax and let things flow as they're meant to flow. All right. I hope that's helpful today. Have a great couple of weeks. See you the first Monday of next month. And if you have things you'd like for us to cover on our Momentum Mondays and tap on, just let me know in the comments. All right. I'll see you next time.